Hello everybody and welcome to Tutorial Tuesday here at Bird's Nest Designs. My name is Denise Cox and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canada, and I'm super excited to be here with you for Tutorial Tuesday. So everybody who's here watching, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. If you're new, I'm so excited to be with you here tonight, and I've got a really fun fold card. Seems to be a theme lately. We've done a few in a row, these fun folds. Hi Carol, hi Bev. This one is super fun. I stumbled across it last night in a video, and I knew I had to recreate it and make it for tonight. So I'm super excited and I can't wait to share it. Couple of things that are going on in the Stampin' Up! World that I wanted to share with you guys. So it is already the 23rd of November. Crazy. But the join deal, so the starter kit, you know, that awesome amazing deal that's always available, is even better right now till the end of September. So for $100 in Canada, for $100, no shipping, no GST. If you live in BC or another province that charges provincial tax, you do have to pay that on top, but other than that, no shipping and no GST. So it's $100, and you get to choose $165 worth of Stampin' Up! Product. So $65 free. That's like almost a no-brainer. And so you get to join Stampin' Up! And be a demonstrator. You get to be part of my amazing Bird's Nest Stampers team. We have so much fun, and it's just awesome. And I love that we're building this amazing team together. Hi, Tina. And not only that, so you get your $165 worth of stuff. You get a free paper pumpkin kit in there. You get all the free business supplies, catalogs, all of that stuff. So if you choose to do something with it and start your own little business, you get that too for free. Awesome. And best of all, you get that $165 of product that you've been wanting, that's on your wish list, that you can't wait to get, and it'll make all of your creating so much fun. So that offer is on until the end of the month. And like I've told you all before, it can be suited to however you want. So if you want to get that kit and that's it, don't even open anything else, and that's totally cool too. You can use it just to get your 20% discount. Did I forget that earlier? So you get 20% discount when you sign up as a demonstrator on all of your future orders that you put in through your demonstrator site. That's a perk in itself, right? You also get the first peek and a pre-order option from all of the new upcoming catalogs a month early. So December 1st, all of us demonstrators can order from the brand new January to June mini catalog. Trust me, you're gonna want to do that. It is amazing. It is chock full of super awesome stuff. We've already been able to see the PDF. That's another one of the perks of being a demonstrator. There's just so many. I can't even explain it. So like I said, you can get the kit and do nothing. You can get the kit and just put your own orders in. You can get the kit and build a business and have a ton of fun. It's anything you want. It's totally suited. And I really, really, really want you to consider doing this option because it's such a good deal. Anyway, enough about that. I just like to share the best deal ever because I want you guys all to get free product. What else is going on? December 1st. So December 1st, there will be the seasonal sale, or not seasonal sale, the retiring list from the mini catalog that's current, the holiday one. That'll be released. So they'll tell us everything that's leaving and saying goodbye, and it'll tell us also what is carrying forward to the annual catalog that's coming out in July, or June, sorry. So that's coming out. Some of the items are going to be on sale. Yay, we like that. So watch for that. I will be posting it on my blog and, of course, sending out an email. And what else is going on? I do have my number 5 and number 6 Christmas classes to release still. I just held off a little bit with all the shipping concerns going on with all that horrible stuff that's happened down on the coast with the road closures and all of that. I just held off just to see where things were going. It's going to be such a long time to get that fixed, but today I came home from work and I had boxes of Stampin' Up! Stuff here. So super exciting. So stuff is starting to move. So I will be releasing those last 2 Christmas classes here in the next week. One I've got ready to go. The other one I'm just finishing up. So stay tuned for that and watch for that. Those of you who haven't signed up for the previous classes, The gingerbread class stuff, the final pieces arrived today. So those are ready to go. And then the next 2 classes, it says they'll be here tomorrow. So I'm hoping that nothing changes. So stay tuned for that. And I'm just reading Sherry's comment right now about needing the penguin punch. That's next. It's back. Penguin punch is back in stock. So if you've been waiting for this amazing punch, now's the time. I would suggest you order it right away before it goes back out of stock because it has been in huge demand. So the penguin suite, the bundle, sorry, not the suite, is on page 33 of the Christmas catalog. So it's a super cute penguin guy, and he's got the coordinating punch. The punch went on back order, and it's been on back order for a long time, but it's back. So if anybody's been waiting for this or to buy the bundle, today is the day. So send me your order and I will get it put in, or order online with my host code. Remember, every month I always have a customer appreciation sale. So if you buy online with my hostess code for the month, and it's $60 or more, I will send you my customer appreciation gift the following month. So this month it is the champagne rhinestones, which is awesome. Anything else I wanted to talk about before I continue? I don't think so. If I think of something else, I'll catch you at the end. So let's flip the camera down. I'll turn on my desk lamp. And let's get started making this beautiful card. Let's turn on the light here. Okay, so here is our card we're going to create tonight. This is called a double flap fun fold. Ready for it? It's super fun. So this one's gonna flip up. Flap 1. Flap 2. Isn't that fun? I love it. I watched Connie Stewart, a fellow demonstrator down from the United States, make this card. Of course, hers wasn't a Christmas one. She had the cute little ice cream cone on the front. It was beautiful. But I was like, this has got to be my Tutorial Tuesday card this week. So again, there we go. The stamp set that we're using is from the annual catalog. It's the Poinsettia Petals. I love this set. It was one of my favorites in the catalog last year. And many of you took the class that I did. I did a Stamp-A-Stack using this set. So we're going to use that. We're going to use the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder. We're of course going to use a few of the dies that match those poinsettias. We are going to use the Banners Pick a Punch. Now look at this. Every video I can't remember the name of the punches, right? Well, this week, this was my target. I got them all labeled, so now I can tell you exactly what punch it is. No more guessing, okay? Or waiting for you guys to tell me. So those are marks. We're going to need that punch. And we're going to also use the beautiful opal rounds. These are stunning. Can you see that? I love them. Okay, so for ink pads, all we're using is cherry cobbler. There's very minimal stamping on here. So let's get to it. So I've got some pieces already prepared. And I've got the measurements written down in front of me. So I'll be referring to those as we go if you guys want to jot them down. So we're starting with cherry cobbler. Okay, now this is not a standard size card. This piece measures 5 1/4 by 8. So it's 8 here, 5 1/4 here, and I've scored it at 4 inches. So I've scored it in half. So same thing, we're going to fold this card, and we're just going to burnish it with the bone folder, and there we've got our card part done. Next thing we have is Evening Evergreen. I love these colors together. They're perfect for Christmas. So this piece of Evening Evergreen is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I have another piece that measures 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, I've just got another little scrap piece here. We're gonna do some die cutting. I've got a scrap piece here of cherry cobbler for another die cut. And then I've got some white, so 3 3/4 by 5 for the insert. 1 inch by 4 1/4. We're going to stamp our greeting. And then I have, oh shoot, I forgot what this is called. This is, I need to label my paper too. This is the Snow White felt paper, I believe is what it's called. I will confirm that. It is beautiful felt feeling paper. So we've got that. And then I'm using the Tidings and Trimmings designer paper. And we're going to use this pattern here. Okay, so this one measures 3.5 by 3.5. And this one is 2.5 by 4. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to emboss the front of this card. So to do that, I'm going to take my Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder. I'm going to open up the card and I'm going to place it in here so that the score line is at the edge of the pattern. Okay, so it's going to go in the folder like this. Now, normally I would tell you that you always want to make sure that your hinge is going through your machine first. Sorry, I'm just seeing a comment about double voices. I'm not sure why that would be happening. So if anybody else is having that issue, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue. I would normally tell you that this needs to go through first, but because it won't fit through the machine this wide, we're going to do it differently. I mean, you could bend it like this, but then you're going to end up, right? So we're going to cheat a little, and we're going to line that up again. I'm going to bring in my plates from my stamp and cut and emboss machine. So we're going to start with number 1. I'm going to put my embossing folder on here, and it's very tight, so you want to make sure that it's lined up perfectly to do this. Okay. And then I'm going to take my number 4. Now this is an extra. If you haven't purchased this, you do need this plate in order to run the 3D embossing folders through. So I'm going to just run it through my machine over here. And this is going to give it a really nice, subtle, soft texture. Okay, I just wanted to give it a little more interest than just the plain cardstock. So there we go. We've got that ready to go. Burnish it one more time. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take this 3.5-inch square pattern paper. I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. Oh, Gail got hers. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you do get it then. Okay, so I'll have to double check that. So I'm going to take my 3.5-inch square and I'm going to line up one corner and opposite corner into the cutting track. And I'm just going to cut that to create a perfectly straight diagonal cut. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is I want to score this on the long edge, each piece, at 1/2 inch. So I'm going to use this side to measure my 1/2 inch, right along that line there. And then using my scoring blade, I'm going to just score that. I'm going to flip it and take the other one and do the exact same thing. Okay. So I've got those both scored. Now I'm going to fold them down like that. And then I'm going to take my paper snips and I am just going to snip these excess corners off. Okay. Such a lovely card, and really it is quite simple to make. So we've got these two folded pieces now. We're going to take our card. Okay, make sure it's opening up the right way. And what we're gonna do is we're going to attach these over it. So you want to make sure it's covering the front and the back of the card. See how this fold is in between? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna match it so that the corners are corner to corner. Okay, do you see that? Right, so I'm gonna take my actually, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use this glue, this adhesive here. Okay, and I'm just going to fold that over. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing on the bottom as well. So I'm going to put this over. I'm going to line up those corners. Like so. Another test, just to be, you want to have these points so that they're pretty much lined up. I'm not going to get my ruler out to double check. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it, right? So we've got that. Looks about right. And then same thing, I'm going to adhere that flap down. I'm just seeing that it kind of wiggled out. There we go. Okay, so here we go. It's coming together, right? This is, oh, open it the other way. So here's the top and the bottom. Now, that 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of evening evergreen that we have, we're now going to attach the whole piece onto the front of that. This is going to make it so it fits perfectly in a regular standard envelope that Stampin' Up! Sells. So that makes it nice and easy. All right, so we've got some adhesive on there. We're going to line it up so it's even spacing on each side, and top and bottom are going to be equal-ish. We aim for equal, but whatever is close. Okay, so there we go. There's our card double flap started, right? Awesome. So let's go ahead and I'm going to take the insert there. We're going to take this designer paper here and my other piece of evening evergreen, and we're going to attach the two together. Now, after I made this card, and as soon as I saw Connie's video, I knew that I'd be making multiples of these because it's very easy to make. There's nothing crazy on it, but it's beautiful, and you can make it for so many different occasions. So once we have that attached, now what we're going to do is we're going to hold this shut, and we are going to attach that onto only the only the top flap. Okay. So to make sure it's lined up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to match these corners of the evening evergreen cardstock to the edges of the designer paper on the top. Now, mine's not exactly centered because they don't line up on the bottom, but your eye is going to go to the top anyway, so we're good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of adhesive on this peak here. Now we'll do that again. We're going to line it up so that those match each other. You want it to be flat, straight. We're going to give some pressure. Yay! Okay, so here we go. Flap 1, flap 2. Love it. All right, so let's finish the inside. So I'm going to use my Cherry Cobbler ink pad. And I'm using one of the sayings from the beautiful Poinsettia Petals. It says, "May magic and wonder bloom this holiday." So we're going to stamp that right in the center of this insert. Of course, you could do so many beautiful things in here. You could stamp poinsettias, you could color, you could whatever you want. But I always like to leave room for a little greeting of my own, a little handwritten note. So I'm just going to leave that, and then I'm going to attach this to the inside of my card, just like that. Okay, now let's decorate this front. How fun is this going to be? So I've got my strip somewhere here. There it is. Got my strip of white. So again, this was 1 by 4 1/4, and I'm going to flag the ends using my Banner's Pick-a-Punch. So just simply sliding that in here. You can see this is good for all different size papers up to 1 inch. So we've got one flagged end. Let's flip it over and get the other one as well. Okay, so we've got this beautiful flagged piece now. And again with the Cherry Cobbler. And this time I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas. Again, I love this font. So let's stamp that right in the center. Beautiful. Okay, so that's all the stamping we're going to do tonight. But now we want to do some die cutting because we want to make this gorgeous poinsettia feature. What's really, really awesome about these dies, and they are called the poinsettia dies, imagine that, is that they cut and they emboss. So if you can see on this card here, the poinsettia is cut out, but it's also got that beautiful embossing right into the felt paper. Okay, so I'm going to take my snow white felt paper. We're going to go with that. And I am going to get my plates ready. So again, I've got my first plate, number 1, and then I'm going to put number 2 on there. Then I'm going to put my cutting plate. Okay, so this is, I don't know why this one doesn't have a number on it. It should have a number 3, and then here's my top number 3. So what did I just do with that? Oh, there it is. Okay, so here's our felt. Now I'm going to take the medium size poinsettia and the small. Okay, so I've got the outer images there, and then I'm going to take the inside. So this is what's going to emboss, and I'm going to put this inside here. Okay, now if you're really particular and you want to make sure it's exact center, again, you could use a Post-it note to hold it in place. But I'm just going to wing it. Okay, so there we go. Now, I'll put this top plate on over top, and I'm going to run that through the machine over here. This felt paper is so pretty. We tend to forget about all these different specialty papers at Stampin' Up! Styles, but they are gorgeous. So here we go. Look at that. You guys, it's not really zooming. See, isn't that pretty? It just gives it more of a lifelike look to it. So those are the 2 pieces we've got cut there. Put these back on my magnet so I don't lose them. Slide that on over here. Okay, so we've got those 2. Now we need to cut the leaves, and the leaves are the same. So we've got the outer and the inner so that it gets embossed. Oops. We'll use both sizes. And then I also want to use this fun little foliage thingy here. So same sandwich on our die cut machine. So I'm going to slide this green paper over onto the cutting mat, and I'm going to line up these 2 leaves on either side. And then I'm going to just put in my scrap piece of cherry cobbler as well, so that I can cut out that little sprig, whatever we want to call it today. All right, so this little piece here is going to go on with this die here. I'm getting asked where I get the magnet sheets. I buy them on Amazon. I found they're nice. I don't have to cut them down, and they're super strong. So yes, Christine, I can send you the link if you like. Okay. All right, so here we go. Now mine slid a little bit, I think. Oh no, they worked out great. Perfect. So let's put those all over here on the magnet. Pull that off. So now we have these leaves that are embossed as well. And then we have this beautiful die cut as well. So let's set those all off to the side here, and let's finish this pretty card. So I'm going to fold it as though it was completely closed. And the first thing I'm going to do is attach the larger of the poinsettias. So for that, I'm going to use my multi-purpose glue, And I'm just going to put a bit in the center there. And then I'm just going to situate this however you want on your card. And then we're going to take this one, and of course we're going to put a little dimensional on it. So right centered here. And then we're going to stagger the petals to fill in where the other ones had the gaps. Okay, see how that's coming together? So pretty. Now we're going to take these leaves and we're going to stick them. So what I like to do is I don't put the adhesive on first. I kind of stick them in till I see where I like them. I think we'll put the bigger one on the bottom here. Like that. So once you get them where you want them, then my trick is I just lift that up, stick the dimensional under, peel off the backing, and then pop it down. Then I know it's going to be exactly where I wanted it. And I'm going to do the same thing on the small one with a dimensional behind it as well. Okay, there we go. Lovely. So let's put this little guy on there. Just needs a little pop of red right up here in the top. Just kind of peeking out like that. So to do that, I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of my multi-purpose glue. Stick that in there. If I can find the path I took before. There we go. I don't really want it hanging off the edge by much because it won't fit in the envelope, but that's good. Okay. So there we go. Isn't that coming together so nicely? Now we want to put our Merry Christmas on. And of course, we're going to use dimensionals again. So let's just stick one center. I want to do it on this flap because I don't want a chance putting them on here and having them hang over and end up gluing my card shut. So this way I'm assured that they're going to stay on here. Then I'm just going to center this. Center, not quite centered. There we go. Okay, so to finish this card off, we're going to put a little bit of bling, of course. And where did I have those pretty opal rounds? These are so, so pretty. Okay, I can post the link to the magnet sheets in the comments of this video at the end, and you can order them on Amazon, here in Canada anyway. So I'm going to just stick one of those right in the center. And then I want to add a little bit more bling. So let's add one up here. Let's break up some of the red. And then down here looks a little bit like it needs some sparkle. So we'll add a couple down here as well. Ah, come on. There we go. Okay, there we have it. So this is our double flap fun fold that was inspired by a video I watched last night by Connie Stewart, and I love it. So here we go. We open up one and two. I love it, and there's lots of room to write a little message. And so pretty. So there you go. I will get this posted on my blog in the next few days with all of the measurements, and the video will be uploaded to my YouTube channel as well, so that you guys can go back and watch if you want to try making one of your own. So I'm going to turn this light off because it works better. There we go. All right, so thanks everybody for being here tonight. I love that there's so many of you watching along. This card is a lot of fun, and I love showing you different folds because it just gives the card a whole different look, right? And how fun to receive one like this in the mail that you're just like, whoa, one more flap, right? I love it. Okay. So I did see a few comments, loving the magnets. I love them too. I will make sure to post the link where I purchased mine from. I think they're called Mariette magnets, but I'll post it so you guys can be sure that it's the same ones. You can also buy sheets sometimes in the dollar store and stuff, but I just found they weren't as strong. So I will post the link. And I'll also get, like I said, I'll post the the video to my YouTube channel, so you can check it out there at Bird's Nest Designs on YouTube. And I will post it on my blog, createwithbirdsnest.ca, so that you can go back and find this card with all of the measurements there for you. Okay, so thank you all for being here tonight. If you'd like to place an order, especially if you want to get that penguin punched, then just reach out to me, let me know, or go online and order. The links and everything are really easy to find through my blog, createwithbirdsnest.ca, or you can message me and I can send it to you as well. Also, if you're interested in that join program, the offer for the $65 of free product with your starter kit, then you can reach out to me as well and I will send you the information that you need. It's really simple. It's just it's a link and you just go through and you build your starter kit with whatever you want. So I'm just trying to see, I see there's some more comments and my screen has frozen. So I just want to make sure there's no questions I can answer. Where are we here? New comment. All right. Okay, so measurements will be posted. And I really, really thank you all for being here tonight. I love crafting with you every Tuesday, and I look forward to being back again next Tuesday. I may be on sooner because my paper pumpkin arrived today, and I'm super excited to open it up and see what's in there, and I'd love to share it with you and unveil the goodies with you live here on Facebook. So I may be back in the next day or so, depending on my puppy schedule. But anyway, it's all good. And I thank you again for being here. We'll see you all real soon. Cheers.